All right, so it's truly an honor to be here, man. Like some of you guys I've seen before, but some of you guys, even though you've seen me before, you may not know the story. And so I want to start by sharing this with you. February the 16th, 1997. February the 16th, 1990 what? Talk to me, 1990 what? 1997. I remember my dad taking his paycheck out of his pocket and he gave it to his girlfriend, the woman that lived with us. Now, truth of the matter, this wasn't my mama. This is just his girlfriend. My mom and dad had been split since I was 4 years old, but he took out his paycheck, gave it to his girlfriend, and said, hey, woman, just go get some food in the house. Kids need something to eat. I looked at him, I said, okay. I looked at her, and she snatched that check. She kind of rolled her eyes on her neck. She did one of those numbers. I was like, In my head, I'm like, they don't look too good. But I didn't say nothing. My dad takes me, my little brother, we leave the apartment. We come back later that day, and the first thing I'm looking for is what? I'm looking for food. I'm trying to make sure that I read my daddy right, because I knew something about my daddy that you guys don't know. So sure enough, I went to the fridge, opened up the fridge. You think I saw something in there? I went to the cabinet, opened up the cabinet. You think I saw anything in there? Same old snacks, nothing in the fridge. So immediately I looked to my dad, and just like clockwork, 3, 2, 1. Woman, didn't I tell you to get some food in the house? You! And he is going from 0 to 100, going smack off on it. I'm like, man, I saw that coming. But I looked to her, 0 to 100. She goes out. They going back and forth, heated argument. And the thing about her, I knew she was about to do something. I just didn't know exactly what she was going to do. But when I saw her make the move she made, I said, yep, it makes sense. Because she was throwed. I'm talking about like she was one of those crazy. What's a different word for crazy, like a stronger word? What's a stronger word than that? Psychotic? Yeah. Hold on, say what? Insane? Yeah. She was all of that, right? So I kind of figured that she was going to do what she had did. So she did. They heated argument, going back and forth, fussing and cussing. Mid-argument, my daddy said, DJ Daryl Jr., you take your little brother Quincy, y'all go downstairs, wait by the car. We're getting ready to leave. I want to make sure I heard my daddy right. So I was like, Daddy, we leaving like for good? Like never coming back to this spot? He looked at me like, boy, yeah, go. I was like, all right, bet. I take my little brother, we go downstairs. As we're walking downstairs, the commotion picks back up. Now you're not just hearing arguments now. Now you're starting to hear things being thrown across the rooms. Things are hitting the floors, things are hitting the walls. By the time we make it to the car, now you start to hear bodies being shoved into the wall. And where we stood by the car, you can see the front window to the apartment. You can also see the front door to the apartment. And so every time a body had hit the wall, boom, you can see the front window rattle. Boom, it's rattling. Boom. I look down at my little brother because I go into big bro mode. I say, hey, Q, you good, man? But you know how some people can look at you dead in your eyes but be lying straight through their teeth? You ever have that happen? Maybe you did that. I know I've done that before, right? But point is, he was lying. He said, yeah, I'm good. I said, bro, stay right here, man. I got you. I said, it's going to be over before we know it. So I tucked me in a little bit closer. Eventually, all the commotion stops. Now it gets to the point where it's not just, there's no things being thrown across the room. There's no bodies being shoved into the wall. There's no arguments. There's just silence. The front door, you see it swing open, and when it swings open, you hear, boom, and then it closes. It swings open again, boom, closes. Does that a few more times. Now, if you're inside my head, you can tell I'm starting to freak out. But I just told Q, I said, I got you. So I couldn't let him see me freak out. So I suppressed it. Eventually, somebody comes out to the front porch, and they're bragging and boasting. That'll teach you to mess with me, you, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bleepy, 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 bleep. Right? I'm talking about they going, putting all our business out there. I looked. I threw down my backpack. I ran up the stairs, looked behind the door, and there was the biggest test of my life. What do you think I saw? My dad? Okay. What else? What do you think I saw? Somebody got something different? I heard my dad. You say some blood. Okay. What you thinking? His girlfriend on the floor? Y'all don't think there's some snacks behind there? Like, it could have been snacks, right? I'm hungry. I want some snacks, right? No, man, I looked behind the door and there it was. The dude that I'm named after, Daryl Sr. Left arm is up, right arm is down. He's face down in his own puddle of blood. You're talking about my world being rocked. It was crazy. Crazy. And I remember when I saw him, I got all kind of negative emotions going through my head right now that I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling scared, I'm feeling angry, I'm frustrated, confused, abandoned, hopeless, whatever you can think of, I'm probably feeling all at the same time. And I was so overwhelmed with emotions, I started to just cry, like tears just started flowing. But I dropped to my knees. When I dropped to my knees, I rolled my dad's body over, and now his head is sitting on my lap, and he's looking straight up. I'm like, Daddy, please. Daddy, say something, please. His response, yeah. In a matter of moments, I see the pupils of his eyes, they dilate, and the breathing stops. I'm 14 years old, freshman in high school. Just out of curiosity, man, I want to know, when you hear me share that story, what emotion are you feeling when you hear that story? Talk to me, what? Sad? What else? What emotion are you feeling? Confused? Yep. What else? Talk to me. Huh? Shocked? Yep, for sure. Anything else? Anything different? What emotions? Huh? Who's angry? You put yourself in that situation, who's angry at that point? Yeah? So in that moment, I remember, man, I was angry. I was all of that you said, but I was more angry than anything. And so I said, bet, I know exactly how to handle this situation. Growing up in the neighborhood I grew up in, I understood that if somebody did something to you, you're going to do something right back to them, but you're going to make sure you one up them. That way they don't do it again. And so I said, bet. She didn't just take my daddy, man. She took my provider, my protector, my best friend at this point. And so this is essentially Superman. She just killed Superman. So I'm like, all right, life for a life. So as I'm down there on my knees, his head is still on my body, he's gone. I said, I know exactly what I'm about to do. I'm about to take her life. And I happened to look over my left shoulder. What do you think I saw when I looked over my left shoulder? I saw my little brother. I saw my little brother Q. And what was crazy about that, when I saw him, it changed the way I was even thinking at that point. Because when I wanted to kill her, I said, man, I'm doing this out of anger and I'm being selfish right now. Because of the pain I'm feeling right now, I want to do that right there. But when I saw Q, I was like, I said, no, man, I just told him downstairs, I said, I got you, bro. 2 weeks before that, I made a promise to my daddy. If something was to happen to him, I said, yeah, Daddy, I'll make sure I take care of Quincy. So I had to live up to my word. And so in that moment, I made a decision that was beneficial, not just for me, but for Quincy. And so I'm here today to be able to talk about it. My question for you is, what was it that you think helped me to get past that situation? What was it? My brother for sure. Q, big reason, big motivating factor. But it wasn't just Q. Like, what else? What do you think it was? Go ahead, man. The promise I made to my dad, for sure, my word. I was like, no, I got to do this. But it wasn't just that. Somebody said something. What y'all say? Nah? What was it? Huh? My conscience. Close. It's what I thought about myself. What you got, man? Confidence. Absolutely. Right? It was the mindset. It's what I believed about myself. My question for you now is, who are you? I want you to look at your worksheet right now. I want you guys to begin to write down 3 words that describe who you are. All right, write that down real quick. 3 words that describe who you are. I already know somebody can be like, man, I'm short, I'm light-skinned, I got a beautiful smile. Somebody about to say that. I know somebody is. It never fails. Who are you? Write that down. Everybody, write it down. Write it down. Give me 3 words that describe who you are. Come on. 3 words. Quickly, quickly, quickly. 3 words. All right, who has their 3? All right, what you got, man? Funny, brave, smart. Got it. Is that what you believe about yourself? Or is that what others are saying too? I love it. Good. All right, somebody else. 3 words. 3 words to describe you. What you got? Huh? What you got, man? Yep. Say that again. Protective, confident, and smart. I love it. Good. Somebody on this side, give me 3 words to describe you. What you write down? 3 words. Yes, ma'am. Outgoing, caring, and helpful. Good. All right, give me 1 more. 1 more. Y'all gonna make me calling y'all, huh? Feel that. What you got, young king? Smart, quiet, courageous. All right, I love it. Good, good, good. Now let me say this, and for those that can see it, somebody read that for me, and then I'll say what I'm about to say. Right underneath where it says, "Who are you?" What does it say? All right. Remember what I told you? The biggest test of my life was me seeing my dad pass away in my arms. Like that was the biggest test of my life. My brother, by the way, he was 10 years old when that happened. So you got a 14-year-old freshman and you got a 10-year-old 5th grader that's dealing with this. Now I know I'm not stupid, guys. I understand that I'm not the only one that has been through something or that may be going through something currently. I get it. By show of hands, how many of you guys ever been tested? You've ever went through something that was difficult? By show of hands, you've been through something that's difficult. Yep. Right? And if I can keep it all the way 100, listen, my wife, and y'all probably saw like in the video, the intro video, my wife has a disability. My wife has been dealing with this disability for 17 years. We've been married 23 years come next Saturday, but of that 23 years, 17 years, she's been dealing with the disability. Now with the disability, it causes her to be in a wheelchair. Long story short, she fell out the bed this morning trying to get up and move around. She fell on her head. Got a gash, started bleeding. Right, I'm feeling all kind of ways. Listen to what I'm saying. Like we all go through something. I'm sharing that for a reason. I'm not sharing it for you to feel sorry for me. I'm sharing to let you know that you're not the only person that may be going through something. But when you're going through whatever you're going through, it's important to know who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, that test is going to take you out more than likely. I've seen too many people that get taken out by tests simply because they're pretending to be somebody that they're not. That's not who you are. Why are you trying to be all tough like that? Oh, you think grabbing that gun is going to make it go away? That's not who you are. You think popping those pills, you think that's not going to help? That's not who you are. You're better than that. You're stronger than that. Are y'all hear what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, you got to know who you are. And once you know who you are, it's a difference. It's a game changer. Not just a difference, it's a game changer. So now I want you guys to write this down. The very next section, it says fill in the blank. That first blank, I want you to write winner. And then somebody read that for me. Winner. And then read that. Yep. So if you're reading along, you heard that she said that a winner is a success, or a person that is likely to succeed? It's a person who is a success or is likely to succeed. Every single one of you guys, whether you believe it or not, you are winners. And for me, that night, I understood that I was a winner. When I was in 7th grade, I had a substitute teacher come up to me when I went to my favorite classroom, and I'm talking to my homeboy in the back of the classroom. And I remember the substitute teacher getting up, she walks over to the chalkboard and she writes out 4 words, I am a winner. I was like, man, this is whack, and I hope she don't make us write it down. And sure enough, she made us write it down. Long story short, as I finished writing winner, she began to break it down. She said, I am a winner simply means no matter what you go through in life, no matter how crazy it is, no matter how hard or how unfair it may be, she said, you do win as long as you don't quit. Quitters never win and winners never quit. I went from slouching back in my seat trying to be cool to now I'm sitting at the very edge of my seat. I'm eating up every single word that she's saying. Why do you think I was eating up those words? Valuable? Made me realize what? It made me realize that was me that she was talking about, that I am that. And it was stuff that I was going through at the time. Like I said, my mom and dad was split since I was 4 years old. That wasn't the first time I seen my daddy put hands on a woman. Like I had been seeing that. I've been seeing him lose his temper, going from 0 to 100, just like that, and putting hands on women. And then I go spend 2 weeks over to my mom's, and it's times when I'm knocking on the door, my mom, she's not even answering. Why? Because she out there running the streets, doing her drug thing. And so I get it. I remember a time when me, my mom, and my brother, we were in her car, and I had to be probably about 6 years old at this point, maybe even younger. But we were in her car, and she had clothes piled up in the back seat, and I'm laying across the clothes. My brother's in the front seat, passenger seat. She's in the driver's seat. We trying to get some sleep. Did that for a few nights. I remember that. But that kind of stuff was weighing in on me. And so by the time I went into that 7th grade classroom, I felt like my life was going down just like that. It was going downhill. But the minute she said what she said and I understood what she meant, boom, the whole entire trajectory of my life began to change. And I truly believe that's who I was. I was so grateful for what she had did for me that I actually ended up going back to that same classroom. And when I went to that classroom, I remember seeing my favorite teacher, Coach Robbins. I'm like, man, dang, I really didn't want to see Coach Robbins today, even though I like him. I want to see old lady. So I asked him, I said, hey, Coach Robbins, where Miss Lady at? He's like, Miss Lady? Who are we talking about, the sub? I said, yeah. Where the sub at? He said, I don't know. I only saw this substitute teacher one time in my entire life. And I'm forever grateful. Forever grateful. But just because I didn't see her, that didn't stop me from doing what I knew I had to do. I went to the back of the classroom, I took out a fresh sheet of paper, I wrote my name, today's date. In the top right-hand corner, I wrote those 4 words. I am a what? Winner. Talk to me, a what? Winner. I did that every single day I walked into the classroom without being asked. And then I started doing it in other classes. With the exception of athletics, right? I didn't have time to do it in athletics. But I did it in all the other classes. 7th grade year goes by, I'm doing it in my 8th grade year now. 8th grade year goes by, I'm doing it in my 9th grade year, the first semester. 2nd semester is when I lost my daddy. What do you think that did for me? I'm coming to you, young king. What you got? Yeah, what do you think me writing that over and over did for me? Oh, it's not even on. Yeah, I got you. Made me feel confident. I can hear you. Go ahead. Real talk. It did all that, man. Like, it made me really believe that I do win. I just got to figure out how not to quit. When I get smacked, I got to figure out how to keep moving, right? Go ahead. Any fears? Absolutely. Hands down. That was one of the first emotions that I had mentioned. I was scared, man. I was. But me writing it over and over and over again, it went from here to here. And that's what I want you guys to do. All right, so what I want you to look at now, look on your paper in that gold section, you're going to see 2 more blanks. You see the golds? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all probably, no, y'all got it. Yeah. So down here, the little middle part of the paper, there's a gold section. Go ahead and write that word, winner. The next word I want you to write is leader. All right, winner. Next word is leader. Somebody give it to me. Who's your little Quincy? Your little brother? Yeah, I feel that. Mine too. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Your little sister. I love it. Good. What else? Who's your little Quincy? You just stretching. Who's your little Quincy?
My grandma.
Your grandma. I love it. Good, good. What you call your grandma?
I call her Granny.
A granny? All right. I thought it was like Mimi or, okay, cool. I like it. Granny. Cool. Little Quincy. Who's your little Quincy? Okay, little sister. Good. I love it. What about here? Who's your little Quincy?
My mama.
Your mama? Yep. I feel that. This table right here. Who's your little Quincy? Talk to me.
My sisters and my cousin.
All right, good, good, good. All right, so now anytime you go and you make that move, or anytime you're being pressed, anytime you're being tested, who you think I want you to think about? Your little Quincy. That's real. I promise you, if you start to think about your little Quincy and you begin to understand who you are, man, passing that test becomes easier. Not that it's easy, but it becomes easier. You understand? Talk to me, y'all. Y'all understand? All right, let's go to the next part. So I share that with you because I wanted you to see, again, once I made it past the childhood, there were still adversities. That wasn't the first time that we experienced homelessness. It happened again when we moved to Waco. Got sick on the job. But again, if you know 2 things, you got 2 things that you already identify with, you good. What are those 2 things I told you? You got to know who you are, right? And you got to look to your who. Say it. Your little Quincy. Your Q. Are y'all with me? Know who you are, and then you got your reason why, and then whoever your little Quincy is. This is the reason why I got to make the right move. This is the reason why I got to fight. This is the reason why I got to push through. This is the reason why I can't give up. This is the reason right here, because it's bigger than me. My little Quincy is counting on me. And your little Quincy, as you can hear, it doesn't have to be somebody that's younger than you. Your little Quincy can be your granny. It can be your mama. It can be your daddy, your coaches, whoever it may be. I just need you to find a reason to keep moving. And what I found as leaders, when we began to look at the situation and how it can affect not just us, but affects other people, we started to move different. We started to move different. And the impact that we can make as leaders, man, it's no cap to it. There's no limit. No limit. So anyhow, I want you to look at this. When you look at the front side of your paper, write these 2 words, every and solution. All right, towards the bottom where it says, why are you here? Perspective, why are you here? Write these 2 words, every, and then write solution. All right, I'm going to read it. It says, inside of every leader is a solution to a problem. I told you guys you are a winner and you are a what? Talk to me, you are a what? Because you are a leader, understand there's something special in you. That's the reason why you can't give up. You got a solution in you that you may not even know what problem it goes to, but there's a solution inside of you. Some of you guys are dealing with issues right now at home, and you're like, man, I wish I could fix this. I'm willing to bet that once you get past that situation, you're going to be able to present that solution to that problem. I'm willing to bet, even as you're in that situation right now, that you got some ideas that can help you get out of that and not get you hemmed up, not get you locked up, or get you put down. You got solutions in you. How many of y'all believe that? Let me see your hands, man. How many of y'all believe that? Yeah, real talk. You got it. It's in you. All right, look at the look at the next, flip over for me, flip over. I want you to look at your current situation, and I want you to think about what are some ways that you can make your current situation different. All right, so just look at where you are currently. Is there anybody that's willing to share what you can do? You ain't got to share the situation, but just share what you can do to make it better. Anybody? Go ahead, Young King. I'm coming to you. Can we get him mic'd? Because I really want to catch this. Thank you. Go ahead, Young King.
Most of my life I wanted to help people because there were some people who were like me and stuff like that. My family, they were not always in Iceland. My family were about the meanest people to me. You get on the good side, you're good, but when you get on the bad side, that's not good.
Yeah.
Especially for my dad, because my dad has serious anger issues. He has road rage, which I don't care what he does.
Yeah.
But I mostly just worry about myself most of the time, because I'm mostly in my own little zone, doing my own thing, worried about, mostly like, trying to think what I'm trying to do in the future and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do charities and stuff like that. I always wanted to help out kids that are in need of food, stuff like that, homeless, you name it. I wanted to do everything, you know.
So the answer to that question, what can you do right now to change your situation? You're saying to actually do charity, right? To give back, to serve. I love it, man. Good. All right, right here. This young queen. Tell us what you got.
I just want to be a change, like not like the path of my family where they're going. Like I don't want to be in the same road. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be different.
Got it. So what can you do to make a difference?
Just have my head on my shoulders, make smart decisions. You know, like but not to be like not be like other people around me.
Yeah, real talk. That's good. Good. So again, I need y'all to be thinking about it, man. Once again, you are a winner and you are a what? You are a winner and you are a what? All right, cool. I'm going to give you this last part and we're out of here as far as the presentation. There's 3 things I found that has helped me to make a difference. I want you to look at this. I want you to write it down. First, it's USB is what I want you to remember, USB. The U stands for understand. Go ahead and write that down where you see 3 keys to making a difference in that first blank, understand. Next word is going to be show up. Show up. And last, be authentically you. All right? Understand, show up, and be authentically you. Somebody read where it says understand. Read that out loud, please.
Understand that you are needed because you are the one.
All right? Understand that you're needed. So if I had actually acted on that night, on that decision to go ahead and kill that lady, would that have been a good thing? How would that have been for Quincy to lose the 2 most important people in his life in the same night? Our dad and his big brother, DJ. How would that be? That'd be bad. Would it be fair to him? I want you to think about that, man. Sometimes we make moves in the heat of the moment, but we're not considering who it is that's going to impact. Understand, you are needed. You are the one that can change the situation. You hear me, Emily? You are the one that can change the situation. You are. Like I'm not trying to blow smoke right now. I'm telling you for real, you are the one that can change the situation. 23 years will be November 11th for me and my wife. I seen my dad hit on women. How many times do you think I hit on women? How many times do you think I hit on my wife? I just need you to understand. Like, you can change it. I don't care what the environment says. Okay, they said you one up the person. Whatever they do to you, you do to them. You don't have to do what your environment says do. You don't have to do what you see other people around you every single day doing. So that's why I love what you said. I love what you said, Young King. I want to do something different. And you the one. You are the one. You understand? Talk to me, man. Y'all all quiet. You understand? See, I want to get to the activities, but y'all playing, man. Y'all won't even talk to me. All right, so show up. Somebody read that. Show up. Show up. The next number 2 on the back. It says show up. All right, so show up over and over and over again until it's accomplished. So that thing that you say you want to see changed, keep showing up, man. Is it going to be easy? Probably not. Are you going to want to quit? You probably will quit. But get back in there. Keep showing up. All right, once you quit, start again. Like keep going, for real. All right, last one, number 3. It says be authentically you. Somebody read that. Read that for me. Anybody, quickly. All right, so be authentically you. Trying to be someone that you're not won't make the difference. Again, I told you guys, stop pretending to be somebody. Stop, man. Be you. Emotions and all. If y'all had caught it in that video that I showed you about me and my wife and my kids when we were homeless, I said I got to the point where I had to do what? I had to ask for help. Stop trying to be Superman, because D, like you ain't Superman. You can do a lot of things. But right now, you can't save your own family. Stop playing. I had to ask for help. Some of you guys are going through situations right now, and you trying to be somebody that you're not, and you like crumbling right now. You crashing hard. Just admit it. Like, I can't. I'm trying, but it's not working. I can't. It's not working. Can you help me, please? But you know, like I know, you can't share that with everybody. So be careful who you share that with. You can trust them. They got your best interest at heart. Then yeah, definitely share it with them. But be authentically you. Do y'all remember also in the video I had, you saw my kids and you could see a wall with what on it? Do y'all remember? The awards. We were going through homelessness and they were still getting those awards. I need y'all to catch this. The same thing that my substitute teacher had instilled in me, you are a winner. You do win as long as you don't quit. We were instilling that into our kids every single day. Sometimes you don't have that person to do that for you. Like in my situation, I told you I took out that sheet of paper without being told, and I'm doing it over and over again. So whether you got parents that's doing it for you, pouring into you, or whether you take the initiative as the leader and you do it yourself, I'm challenging you for you to actually make the change. We good? Guess what else happened after we instilled it into our kids? Y'all see this right here? Read that. What does that say? Today I win. Read this, Young King. What does that say? Young King, what does that say? Today we win. So look, we got Today I Win, Today We Win. These are both books that we wrote. Catch this. This is a book I wrote about my childhood hardships. This book right here, high school students from La Vega. We published this year. They share their story. They share how they overcame some stuff. I'm saying every single one of us, we have the ability to influence somebody. Every single one of you guys are leaders. Every single one of you guys are winners. But you got to believe it. Stand to your feet real quick. I think it's super important, man, I keep saying this, that our words have power. Our words have power. And if we don't take it upon ourselves to actually begin to speak something different into our situation, it's probably going to stay the same. But the change starts with us as the person. So it's important for us to make sure that we're speaking different things about ourselves. Some of y'all go home and you're hearing stupid, ugly. I don't even know why I even have you, why I even had you. Like you're hearing stuff like that. You're going to be just like him when you grow up. You're hearing stuff like that. And I'm telling you that you ain't got to be what you're hearing. But in order for you not to be that, you got to change what you're saying to yourself. Y'all with me? Come on, man. Talk to me, man. Y'all with me? Yes. So I want y'all to repeat after me as we read this right here. Nice and loud. Here we go. I am a winner and a leader. I'm here to solve a problem. I am the solution. The change I want to see starts with me. That's why I refuse to quit. It's on me. Now, can y'all say it for real this time? We already went. That's the practice. Like, stop playing. That's the practice. Can we say it for real this time? All right, here we go. All right, I am a winner and a leader. I am here to solve a problem. I am the solution. The change I want to see starts with me. That's why I refuse to quit. It's on me. It's on me. All right, have a seat, y'all. Give it up for yourselves, man. Give it up.